You will be shocked to read about the recent advancements in the world of cryptocurrencies. One of the most frequently debated ideas regarding the future of XRP is a single, unnoticeable information that is concealed among the usual collection of SEC conference documents. Maybe there was a secret meeting, maybe someone didn't raise the alarm, or maybe a memo was leaked. Rather, the cryptocurrency community was shown what seemed to be a routine set of notes, which sparked a frenzy of online discussions, analyses, and rumors. We are going to discuss the ideas, the psychology, the history, the market, anecdotes, and the economic prospects that have caused certain analysts who are not hired by large banks, but are instead part of independent research groups to explore the ludicrous thought that XRP might reach the value of $500 today. Investigating the conditions that would need to arise in a society that is always evolving both financially and digitally would be more advantageous than trying to predict the future. The Securities and Exchange Commission's legal struggle with Ripple may seem to be coming to an end at the start of the article. For a long time, the prevailing opinion was, among the individuals in the community, was that the major purpose of this litigation was not to make XRP a security in perpetuity, but rather to develop standards, principles, and models that might be applied by other digital assets. Supporters of cryptocurrencies often interpret comments made by commissioners, like Hester Pierce, who has consistently pushed for more transparent cryptocurrency regulations, as signs that the regulations may be modified in the future, even though the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC has never stated clearly that they have these goals. Furthermore, the fact that Ripple is so confident is proven by meetings with Chief Executive Officer Brad Garlinghouse and General Counsel Stewart Alderodi, which makes it easier for rumors to spread quickly. However, there was more to the story than what was mentioned in the court filings. Analysts used charts that were making the rounds on social media to illustrate what they called institutional accumulation trends. Some buy orders are big and take a long time to execute, which is similar to the early stages of moving important assets. These patterns are the subject of much discussion, but they are remarkably similar to the patterns that experts observed before the Bitcoin ETF was approved. These types of simile comparisons sometimes lead to conversations that go well beyond the data itself, even though the similarity does not imply anything in the domain of cryptocurrency speculation. People use candlesticks, mood cycles, liquidity flows, and volume changes to compare them. They do this by looking at them and then adding stories about what big supporters might or might not be doing in the background. Another factor is how a person views the world. Ripple has consistently been able to build trouble-free connections with banks, governments, and international payment networks. Blockchain, payment innovation, and cross-border liquidity are often discussed at conferences attended by the International Monetary Fund, Bank for International Settlements, Federal Reserve scholars, and other global authorities. These facts do not fall within the category of secrets. The public can witness and record these events in real time. However, given the circumstances, the subjects, and the time, speculation in the cryptocurrency space is unavoidable. Those who are going to be there. Many people start asking questions about important issues in the global banking system. Is it feasible that a blockchain-based liquidity solution like XRP or another cryptocurrency might be used in the future? The rails of traditional banking may ultimately be replaced by digital settlement techniques, or at the very least, they may work in tandem with them. Is it feasible for institutions to start using tokenized liquidity as part of a larger effort to change how cross-border payments are carried out? These are mental experiments that Bitcoin purchasers like to analyze. They are not claims. We will talk about the well-recognized $500 price goal. This time, however, we will do so in a way that goes beyond a simple estimate. Rather, we shall approach it as a scenario, a model, or a mathematical study. Experts in cryptocurrency, especially those who post content on Twitter and YouTube, take pleasure in making outrageous predictions. They believe that the idea of digital liquidity is important in today's economy, and they combine Ripple's long-term plan to achieve global liquidity with the Prosper Village's overall value. People all throughout the world give and receive trillions of dollars annually. Again, theoretically, there are a number of models that show market capitalization that are much higher than their current values if XRP were fully integrated into that system. The statistics are out of control because of a series of factors that build on top of each other, not because someone made a promise. From a mathematical perspective, the token that represents an asset's liquidity has the potential to attain extraordinarily high values if that. Assets accelerate settlement, create significant liquidity corridors, and become deeply ingrained in institutional flows. It is crucial to remember that these models rely on important assumptions. According to them, the widespread adoption of institutions, the development of precise regulations, the construction of reliable infrastructure, global alignment, and the need for practical applications would all necessitate tokenized liquidity. Some of these ideas are still in the early stages of development, but thinking about them helps people in the digital banking industry see what the far future might hold. Whether you believe in blockchain or not, there is no denying that its use has grown significantly over the last 10 years, moving from a side project to a topic of discussion among world leaders. Therefore, when we talk about market psychology, the topic becomes even more fascinating. Investors find stories to be just as compelling as numerical statistics. Speculative waves can be caused by a variety of things, including the expectation of an exciting future, the development of revolutionary technology that will transform the world, or the possibility of a significant turning point to happen. Narratives are very important in the cryptocurrency market. Many people believed that Bitcoin would never surpass the $1,000 seed price in its early days. Many people later claimed that it would never hit 10,000. These days, it is no longer thought to be impossible for Bitcoin to hit $10,000. XRP is also susceptible to this. The story can keep customers interested regardless of whether they think the desired pricing are realistic. They look at the data, talk about possible policy changes, and make predictions about what might happen in the future. In this video, we'll talk about these tales and look at them as the fundamental ideas of cryptocurrency philosophy rather than as proven facts. We will talk about how Ripple moved the cryptocurrency market overall, the lawsuit that was previously filed against it, and the effect that it had on investor confidence. We'll look into Ripple's interactions and see how they manifest in real-world payment situations. The following subjects will be covered: central banks' views on digital assets, the effects of stable coins on liquidity, and the differences between institutional-grade payment networks and public cryptocurrency speculation. Among the many subjects we shall look at are the following: the development of MyCA in Europe, the implementation of new frameworks in Asia, the ongoing discussions in the US about the labeling of digital assets, and several other matters concerning international law. Additionally, we will talk about the emotional journeys of people who possess XRP, the rationale for the community's fervent support, the reasons why long-term investors remain committed, and the manner in which the asset has emerged as the main topic of discussion regarding speculation versus utility. The difference between utility cycles and hype cycles will be covered. How the cryptocurrency market gains momentum and how stories change with fresh information, whether authentic or not.